Hey YouTubers, Chip It 45LC here today. Been working out here all day, getting some brass cleaned up, trimmed up, and I'm going to prime, put a powder charge, and seat some bullets here. Got 20 rounds to do, so figured I'd take you kind of through this step by step. This first one, I already have the primer in. Check my powder weight, and it's perfect. So I'm gonna put a bullet in here. So we got one round finished. Just kind of wanted to see how long it would take to do this. I'm going to go ahead and prime them all. Then I'll charge them. Put the powder charge in them. So, been doing a lot of loading this weekend. Got some 45 ACP loaded, got some 45 Colt loaded. We're going to go out shooting here next Tuesday, so wanted to make sure I had plenty of rounds to go play with. And that's why I'm loading this last 20 rounds here. This will completely load every magazine I've got. So this is my last magazine to fill up, and I'll be ready to go shooting. Like I said, we're going to go next Tuesday. Hopefully we'll get some good video for you. Like I said earlier today, I went through and trimmed all these cases to length, and this was from my last range visit. I had sized and deprimed all these cases, but I hadn't trimmed them. So now my whole bucket is ready to be loaded. Like I said, our powder charge is pretty close, so we're gonna get this 20 rounds loaded up. I will check every round on the scale. So there we go, we got the 20 primed up. So here's some more brass that's ready to load. Not going to load those today. I'll keep those in the bucket that are ready to go. I tend to keep buckets of ready to load. So we're going to go ahead and just load these all up with powder. That was a little light. Let's try it again. And it's staying light. Alright. Put a little powder here in this. Beat it real quick. It was low, but it wasn't terribly low, so just went ahead and topped it off. I had more than plenty of powder in there to load these 20 rounds. And wouldn't you know it, it wants to be a pain in the butt today. So I'm going to dump this powder in here. And it's still throwing it a little bit light. So put a little bit in there and now it's good. Like I said, this particular powder that I'm using, it's not very consistent when I'm using it, so that's why I'm weighing every round. The powder I use for my pistol loads is very accurate and measures out same every time. But this time I'm using just a different kind of powder. It was the only powder I could find when I started making these rounds, so kind of having to do with what I got. I use these CCI small rifle primers for these loads. And primers for me, I generally either use the CCI primers or Winchester primers. But again, with the way things are right now and the availability of primers and powders and such, I've been just having to take what I can get. And now that I said it doesn't measure powder correctly or the same every time, it's done like 5 in a row, so if it wants to be that way, that's fine with me. Make it so much quicker and easier. So like I said, hopefully we'll shoot these rounds up next week. So hopefully get some videos of that. These are some new loads I'm trying out. I'm using 50 grain Varmint Extreme bullets. So I got a lead tip for better expansion once it hits the target. So Like I said, we'll try it out. We're not going to try it out on any varmints. We're just going to try it out on some targets. Look at there. Talk bad about this powder, and it's measured almost the last 10 or 15 now. 10. Right, there we go. There's a light one. Still a little light. A little bit more. Watch me go over that time. Nope, perfect. So we just about got these rounds loaded with powder. As soon as I get these last 3 loaded up, we'll put the bullets in. Excuse me. Okay, one more. Alright, that's done. Turn off the scale. Pour this extra powder back in the beer. I'm done with that for today. So we'll turn this around to the bullet seeding die. Crimp. Oh, there we go, another round. So like I said, we'll get these 20 loaded up here real quick. Spin that back to the bullet seeding die. Crimp. And this is another reason I took the spindle that actually moves the turret out, so I can move the turret back and forth. I don't have to go all the way around. I can just go back and forth between the two. When I'm sizing and depriming, it's all on that one. And then the bullet seeding and crimp right here. I used the empty hole for priming. And as you saw, I basically just left it on that one hole and primed all 20 shells. And it's not too bad. The hard part of doing the rifle rounds is, of course, the trimming. Or it is for me anyways, the part I don't like. I have a Lyman case trimmer, and it does a really good job. I said, I'm loading 50 grain soft points in here. I'm loading all these rounds to 223 specs. Just a few more here to go, so if you have any questions on loading this up and how to do reloading, put a comment down below and I'll try to answer your questions best as possible. As far as load data for whatever rounds you're shooting, get yourself a manual and look it up and see what's a safe powder for the bullet you're trying to reload. Most of that stuff's online now, so or you can get the book. Lee makes one, Lyman makes one, Hornaday makes one. A lot of people make those books. So anyway, that's 20 rounds. 223 on the Lee Turret press. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check me out on Facebook. Catch y'all later. Bye.